Hello party peeps, it is Amy Thompson Tarot. Welcome back to another daily 3-card read. Okay, so this is a pick a card reading where I'm channeling messages for you to have a great day, for you to have all of your dreams and goals and projects come together with divine grace and in a perfect way, and anything else that Spirit would like you to know. So how this works is, if you have not been here before, is you take a moment and tune into the energies of the card piles. I've got 3 card piles here, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So tune into the energies, close your eyes for a moment, take a couple deep breaths, pause the video if you need to, and then open your eyes when you choose your pile. It's going to be the one that resonates with you the most. And then you can follow through the video until your pile, and basically I'm going to be reading each of these cards, and you'll get a chance to see what your messages are. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it. All right, and if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you can be notified of other videos that I'm doing. Okay, so it's also a great way to start the day, waking up with Spirit. Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful, waking up with Spirit. All right, so here we go. Group number 1. If you chose group number 1, this is your daily 3-card read. Now you actually have a couple cards for your second one, and so you're getting a 4-card read instead of a 3-card read today. Okay? So what you need to know in order for you to have a great day, you need to focus on the stories that you're telling, what you're thinking about, what you're speaking about. Your world is really actually in the palm of your hand, and you have the option to go in any direction that you like. Right? When you're tuning into the higher vibrational frequencies that are really at the core of who you are, and you bring that kind of awareness in, you actually have all of the world's wisdom at your fingertips. You can choose anything that you'd like to do. You're never stuck. Okay? There's a message coming in for people like you're never stuck, and that really everything is in the palm of your hand. If you're looking at this image, okay, you've got a person and they're holding, it looks like a scope. Okay, there's like a scope, you know, the scope that you would see, like if you're looking through like if a target, you know, so you're looking, this person is like holding a scope. They can see exactly what they want in the palm of their hands. They can see it in their mind. There's another scope that's like an exact replica up in their mind. Their mind has grids on it, as if it were like a globe with the latitude and longitude patterns. So essentially, this person, or you in this instance, has the ability to even be looking somewhere else, but as long as you've got that feeling and that thought in your mind and in your hand, and you know what you want, you're able to just go through life and work to make it happen. And the work doesn't necessarily have to be the physical work. There is physical stuff involved, yes, but it's more or less like you're using the energy. Like your energy is very focused, and what is in your mind is really actually the same thing that's coming out through your actions. So you're bringing your thoughts into the physical, but you're also tuning into like the thoughts that would help that manifest. So you're not just like going to your own resources. You could be, you could go and listen to your dreams, or you could meditate, you could do things, you could do some writing. You just have to tune into your higher vibrational frequency self. Go out in nature, have a shower, go for a drive, go for a walk. These are when you start to like have these ideas pop into your mind, and these ideas are going to be resonating with what your true dreams are and what you can manifest. So your life story is how you choose it to be. Okay. So I'm going to read the back of this card because it says my life story and the law of attraction. So each and every component that makes up your life experience is drawn to you by the powerful law of attraction's response to the thoughts you think and the story you tell about your life. Your money, financial assets, your body's state of wellness, clarity, flexibility, size, and shape, your work environment, how you're treated, work satisfaction, and rewards. Indeed, the very happiness of your life experience in general is all happening because of the story that you tell. So when you have an idea in your mind and you want to be going in a certain direction or having things align, you really have to be clear that what you're doing in the physical is also what you're doing in the mental as well. So you speak the story you want. You are in action around the story that you want. You're thinking about the story that you want. And you're really having a good time with it. That's the other thing, is having a good time with it, because like these likes attract likes. These positive feelings are going to resonate out. And that's another thing. So you can see that there's like circles around. It looks like ripples, as if something's resonating out from these targeted points. So whatever you're focused on will be resonating out. And so you want to make sure that you're focused on what you want instead of the negative things that you don't want. That's for you to have a great day. Okay. For all of your dreams and goals to come together in a perfect way with divine grace, you got the High Priestess in reverse, and you also got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is destiny, change of course. And you also got the High Priestess, which is like mystery and psychic wisdom. What I'm getting from this, in this spread, is that you actually have a pretty good understanding that you control your world through your thoughts. You may just be somebody who's getting into this, like starting to understand this. And you may be somebody who's understood this for a while. But you haven't got, how do I say this? You haven't got everything nailed down yet, to the point that it's really super easy for you. It's like, it's becoming easier. You're understanding that you actually have some control over your life. You have some control over the direction that you go. That it's not just all left up to chance. You understand that you play a part in this co-creative process. Okay. What these are saying is that you need to tune in more to that psychic wisdom and that power, and use that inner knowing, but also tune into infinite intelligence. And you can pick up thoughts and ideas from other people as well, because all of us are vibrational beings. So when you get into the right state and you're allowing, you can actually be very receptive to getting downloads that are answers for everything that you're looking for. So for your dreams and goals to come together with divine grace and in a perfect way, your goal today is to do that a little bit more. Practice your manifestation through your presencing yourself to what is possible, and being like, allow yourself to be clear and open to the right answers coming to you. Okay. Really play with that inner knowing and that psychic wisdom, and be open to the fact that you don't know all the answers and things are a bit of a mystery. Be open to following that curiosity, that inner flow, that seeking wisdom that you can tune into. Like it's really like connecting with yourself, but then also allowing yourself to receive answers and wisdom and guidance from different areas, like from the ether. One thing to caution is to make sure you're grounded and protect your energy. So if you're new to this, and whether you're new to this or not, okay, you need to make sure that this is different for different people, because there are different ways to do this, but I'm just going to give one way to do this. And then you can look up other ways online if you need to, like how to protect yourself energetically, things like that. So you can actually like put a force field around yourself, like an energetic force field around yourself. And you can be like, okay, great. You know what? This is for my well-being. I'm connected to my higher self, and only good comes to me when I go into this space. And this shields me from anything that is not resonating with the frequency of love. I'm tuning into my higher self. Ask for answers, ask for the best possible things, and just set that boundary for yourself. A very firm, energetic boundary that nothing else is going to be interrupting your space. Okay, because for you to tune in and have the answers for all of your projects to come together with divine grace and in a perfect way, you need that balance. You need that protection. You need to be able to go in and connect with source and connect with infinite intelligence and really tune into that energy without external stresses, I guess you would say, getting into your space, right? So, you know, if anything does impede your space, just gently observe it and be like, okay, great, that's here, and let it go. Release it. I release all that is unlike love. I release all that is unlike love, and just let things go repeatedly. Okay? And the better you get at this, the less things are going to interrupt your space. The less negative influences, the less upsets, the less things, they're not even going to get in. As for the Wheel of Fortune, okay, I'm just going to channel this one because this is what I'm getting, is that you don't have to worry about things shifting at this point and changing so rapidly. When you're tuning into this energy, it's like, yes, things can shift and change quite frequently. But when you're tuning into the energy of love and well-being, whatever changes that are happening, they're going to be for your highest and best good. And what I'm getting is it's not going to be so abrupt right now. So you've got this, like, things are coming around, but you don't have to pressure yourself to make immediate changes. Even if you're in like a circumstance that you really are uncomfortable with right now, like tuning into these things and asking for things to come together with divine grace and in a perfect way will allow the space for things to unfold in a way that's more comfortable for you and everybody involved. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune coming up in inverse right now, things are changing, but it's not going to be like crazy difficult. You need to trust. That's what's coming in as well, is you need to trust that things are happening for your highest and best good. And anything that is uncomfortable in the slightest is going to be short-lived, very past, like it's gonna come, you're not gonna have to sit in any negative energy for very long. It's gonna be like smooth. It's gonna be fairly smooth, okay? That's the message I'm getting for you guys. All right, and here, this card too, anything else Spirit wants you to know is you got the supermoon, emotions are running high, it's in inverse. So this kind of ties in with the rest of it too, is like, you may have had high emotions, you may have had things coming to a head. When you're tuned into this energy, they're not going to be high. It's not going to be difficult for you. You're actually going to be tuning into yourself and allowing source or the energy, you know, the universe, whatever you would like to call it. But you're going to be having some more faith into having these answers come to you and allowing that energy to take care of it. So you don't need to worry so much. You're like letting go, tuning in, getting the right answers, and things are being solved and taken care of for you as opposed to by you. You just need to make sure that you align your thoughts and your actions and your words with what really is most important to you, and also ground yourself in positive energy and connect with your higher being and with source, and really good things are going to come to you today. Okay? That is all I have for you, group number 1. Please give it a thumbs up. Every single time you make a comment or like a video or something like that, it really does help. And there are people who are out there who really do need to hear these messages. So if you can help me grow the channel by doing that, I would really appreciate it. And those who need to hear these messages will actually have them get to them. So that would be great. Thanks so much and enjoy your day. Bye. Okay, if you chose group number 2, this is your reading. Okay, pile number 2, you got... The first question is, what do you need to know in order to have a great day? The second question is, what do you need to know in order for all of your dreams and goals to come together with divine grace and in a perfect way? And the third question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? So, the first question, you've got, I can create both money and the time to enjoy it in reverse. Okay, so for you to have a great day, you've got to let go of any concerns you have about time or money today. Anytime that something comes up and you're like, oh, I'm busy, I'm rushed, or I don't have time for that, or oh, it's going to be so long, or any of those stories about time, like totally let them go today. All right. Whether people are taking your time, you're giving your time, spending your time, wasting your time, anything around time, just be. Your job today is just be and let go of this time concern that you might have. The other thing is that money. Okay, so if you've got any kinds of concerns about money, let that go too. Now, the list of people's money concerns is like extensive, right? I think you've probably heard money doesn't grow on trees, money's hard to come by. Oh, it's going to cost me so much money. That's too expensive. Just waiting for my next paycheck, all of these different things. Just totally let go of any concerns you have around money today, because things are going to work out, and you need to be okay with what is. For you to have more money and wealth and abundance and time, you need to actually just be good with all of it. It's like the more you can let go of these money and time concerns, the easier it is for you to have more money and time, and you'll actually discover you've got money and the time to enjoy it too, right? Because you're not focused. Like where your thoughts go, your energy flows. Okay, so if you're concerned about these things, suddenly you'll find you have less time and you have less money, or your money issues are greater than they were before. Like if you're stressing about something, you start to get more of that stress. Do you ever notice that? So let go of any concerns you have around time and money. And if that comes up through the day, just be like, oh yeah, that's there again. Greet that pattern thought that you've got. Be like, hello, I've seen you before, that concern about money and that concern about time, and I am not going to worry about you today. I am not. Instead, I'm going to enjoy myself. Every bit of time, every bit of money. Like if you have to spend something or pay a bill or something, just enjoy the fact that you can, like you have that opportunity to. Or if you have a bill, it's like people actually trusted you enough to give you some kind of service or product to be able to give you like that's really great. If you think about it, it's like that's people extending something to you because they think highly of you. Okay, so really, like if you turn the context around, then it can really start to shift your money and your time stories. Okay, so here you go. Your card says, many of you tell us that you are so busy making your money that you do not have time to enjoy it. For when you rely on action to create, often you're too tired to enjoy your creation. Once you not only understand the power of your thought, but deliberately direct this powerful tool in the direction of things that you desire, then you will discover that the action part of your life is the way you enjoy what you have created through your thought. Okay, so this card points out something very specific, right? So even though this card is based on money and time, because it comes from Abraham Hicks' Financial Abundance deck, the Money and the Law of Attraction cards, that's what this is. But in your case, it could be not just money or time, it could be anything that you value, right? It could be like you want more time with people, or, it could be that you want to do more of the things you love, things like that. And you may seem like you don't have that time or space or anything to be able to do it. Well, your job for today is to really just enjoy yourself. And let go of any concerns you have about not being able to because of time or money or any other concern that comes up. Okay, so whatever concerns you've got, let them go, because you have the ability to enjoy whatever you want, and having your thoughts clear and free of those stories actually help create the time and space for you to enjoy the things that you love. So your action for today is to be able to do the things and enjoy what you love. All right. Next, for all of your dreams and goals to come together with divine grace and in the perfect way, you got the Fool in inverse, right? The Fool normally stands for like spontaneity, innocence, stepping forward, footloose, fancy-free, carefree, kind of like, this newness, like stepping out into the world, unaware of anything that could possibly go wrong, like that kind of thing. And what's really great about it is that this is a confirmation of the card that you just got, right? So this is saying for everything to come together, you got to stop taking things so seriously. You have to stop worrying about what's going to happen, whether you'll fall, whether something will go wrong, needing to make sure that you have every single thing taken care of for all of your plans. Yes, there is something to planning. Do not just give up on planning. But when you take things so solidly and rigidly and you get stuck on everything's got to be done a certain way, you miss out on the simplicity and the joy of life. And also you don't allow for this, allow the space for miracles to come in. You're not giving space for things to unfold in an organic and natural way. You're not allowing for unexpected surprises and events and contributions and things to happen that are going to help you on your way, right? It's like, I'm getting a vision of somebody, like maybe a video game quest, right? And like the video game character is so focused on getting to this goal, and he's walking through the forest, and there are all of these other little characters who are there to support him and aid him and give him like these tools and things that he can use on his quest. But he's like, nope, I just got to get to the end goal. And so he misses all of these things that are going to make his life easier, right? So then when he gets to the final person that he's battling, or the final bad guy in this quest, he's unequipped. He doesn't have all of these things that he could have picked up along the way from these amazing characters that were there. So he shows up, and at the end he has a harder time defeating the bad guy because these he wasn't open to anything else along the way, because his plan was just so straight. It was all like this masculine plan, no feminine energy allowing for flow along the way. So yeah, for you to have all of your dreams come together with divine grace and in a perfect way today, allow for some flow and don't be so rigid. You know, really like allow for some kind of spontaneity, innocence, be open to things, be open to miracles, be open to stuff coming to you, making your life easier. And don't think that you need to have all the answers. Don't think that you need to have everything perfect. Don't get hung up on the specifics of things to the point that it excludes everything else that's possible. Okay? And then anything else that Spirit wants you to know is that the energy is gaining momentum. So you've got some goals, you've got some things that you're working on, you have some things in your life that are very important to you. And you can see, like in this picture, there's trees, and then there's like mountains, and the mountains kind of progressively go up, and there are birds that are flying up and over these mountains. And then you've got like the moon is coming out. Okay, but what's happening is the light is becoming more. You're seeing the tops of the mountains coming into view, and your vision is getting clearer and clearer. So whatever you're working on, the energy's picking up, things are going in a positive direction. You may be afraid, like this may be why you're so focused on what you're doing. That may be why you've got such stuck, stagnant, focused energy, very firm and solid. And, that's maybe why you have some time and money concerns. But the energy is gaining momentum, and Spirit wants you to trust that you're going to be going over that hump, whatever it is you're dealing with. You're almost there. Just keep going. Allow for some flexibility and some, positive, like feelings, some good feelings, some spontaneity, some flexibility, and you're still going to get up over the hump of these mountains and the things that you're dealing with. So whatever your concerns are, they may seem really big and like you've had to push to get through them and get over them. But whatever is happening, it's gaining momentum, and you're going to be through whatever you're working on fairly soon. Okay, so that is all I have for you. Group number 3. Sorry, that was group number 2. Just in case you felt like you needed to see group number 3, that might be a sign that you are supposed to look at group number 3 too. I haven't even read that. I haven't channeled that pile yet. But if you felt like you couldn't choose between group number 3 and group number 2, stay tuned for group number 3 and see what messages are there for you as well. But that's what I got for you, group number 2. Make sure you click the like button, and also check out some of the things that I've got below in the description box, because there are new things being posted all the time, and it would be great to have you as part of some of the cool things I'm doing too. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in another reading. Group number 3. If you chose group number 3, this is your daily 3-card read. So we have 3 questions that we asked. We have, what do you need to know in order to have a great day? We have, what do you need to know today to have your dreams and goals come together with divine grace and in a perfect way? And we also have anything else that Spirit would like to tell you. Okay, so your first card is, I will tell my story as I want it to be. All right, this is for you to have a great day. Today's your day. Communicate everything that you want, everything that you feel is right for you, and really like stand in that place that you already have it. Like create that vision for your future and talk about that vision as if that is exactly what is in existence right now. I'll give you an example. The last week or so, I've started to go to places like Costco and Walmart, or even like just driving around the city. You know, it's COVID time and not a lot of things are open all the time, but my daughter and I have been driving around the city, and we just give each other like a certain amount of money. We're like, okay, you've got $1,000 right now. I've got $1,000 right now. And we can combine it if we want. And we go around the city and we just spend it over and over and over again, as if it's like real in the moment. And it's like, okay, great. Well, I'm going here and I'm getting like my hair done, and I'm getting some wicked highlights, and I'm getting this cut, but I'm also getting a tan while I'm there. And then I'm going to go over to this place here, and I'm buying that swing that I really want for the backyard. And then we talk about how amazing it is that we're swinging in this swing that we got, and we just have so much fun buying all of these different things, right? Do we have all of that in our life right now? Well, it doesn't matter, because in our minds we actually do. And what's been happening is suddenly, without us even doing it, our backyard is getting transformed, and we're actually having all of these awesome things come into our existence. So what's really great about it is it doesn't matter if it's like a time concern, a money concern, a relationship concern, work concern, a faith concern, a mental health concern, any kind of concern that you've got. When you get into the space where you can create a reality from what you want to see, and you have somebody else in your life who's now understanding and supporting that vision, then you can go and you can start talking about these things as if like this is exactly how it is. Stuff will start to manifest a lot faster. One of the challenges is that when people are talking about what they want, other people in their environment might be like, yeah, no. And, not everybody's going to understand. So if you want to switch your story, here's what I would recommend as an easy way. Let people know around you, like, this is where you're coming from. And I'm choosing to tell the story of my life the way that I want it to be. And so when I say something, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to have it with conviction, because this is real for me. And as long as you set that up with people, it's going to be a lot easier for you. If you haven't set that up with somebody, it's going to be a little more challenging. So what's going to happen is you're going to be like coming up against walls. You're going to be like, yeah, well, I've got this and that, and all of these things that I want. It's happening, and people are going to be looking at what's there in the physical around them, and they're going to be like, no, that's not true. You're crazy. Well, don't let anybody rain on your parade today at all, because what you're speaking is coming into existence. Even if you're talking to animals, like, talk to animals if you don't want to talk to people about it. But it's like, when you think about things and when you speak about things, everything is energy. So when you have a thought, it's energy. When you speak something, it's more energy, and it's actually putting out some sound vibrations into the world, right? So it makes it a bit more real. And you have the ability to really just connect with what you want and speak it into existence. Like abracadabra, and I don't know if you know this, but open sesame came from open says me, because it's like your words create your world. It really is you causing the shifts and causing the manifestation. A lot of people who are watching this video right now, they're going to be like, wow, that's really weird. They may not understand that yet, but just continue on, learn about the law of attraction, learn about vibrations, resonance, learn about quantum physics when you get into that as well. All of these things, they play a major part in it, and it really is absolutely fascinating. Like, I was sitting out in my backyard this morning, and I felt like I was in that movie Rio. And I mean, I wanted birds for so long. I went out last year, I bought a bird feeder. I was like waiting for birds, and they wouldn't come. And then, so this year, after talking about all these wonderful things for my backyard, and it's only been like a week that I've been doing this with my daughter, and today there were birds all over and in the trees, and it literally looked like it was like from the Rio movie, except for I'm in Canada, and so the leaves weren't all on the trees yet. They're just starting to come out, and But still, I had that experience just like being in the Rio movie with all of the birds going around, and it was absolutely beautiful. So, okay, back to your cards. All right, I will tell my story as I want it to be. So for you to have a great day. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is alike unto itself is drawn. It must be. Yeah, it definitely is. It's scientifically proven. And this is something that our society is just starting to accept. So not everybody is even open to it yet. Some people still look, actually most people still look at what is in the physical around them, and they think that that's what is. But everything that's physical around you right now is a result of what you've created in the past, from the things that you've thought and the things that you've spoken and the things that you've taken action on. So consider whatever you create right now, whatever you create today is going to be creating your future. So speak your story into existence. That's for you to have a great day. The second card, for all of your dreams and goals to come together with divine grace in a perfect way, you have the Son of Wands in reverse, okay? So the Son of Wands is charming and adventurous, which is kind of funny. It's like the snake charmer, right? If you think about it, who has the power to speak anything and to really control and manipulate and have things go the way that they want. But yeah, adventurous as well, can go out and create anything. With it being in reverse, this is saying get clear on what it is that you want to create, because you're creating either way. Every single thing that you say and every single thing that you think is creating something. Everything that you feel is creating something, because it's all vibration. And do not misunderstand this, okay? It's okay to feel not great sometimes. Everyone does, okay? So don't be fearful of your thoughts. Don't be sitting there going, oh my God, I'm in this bad energy and I'm going to be creating all this bad stuff, because that actually is adding more not so great stuff to you. If you can let go of judgment and be okay, well, everybody's got kind of a crappy day sometimes, and just be okay with what is, allow yourself that grace to be wherever you're at, it's going to make things easier for your transition. So just be aware of what you're speaking out in the world today, and be clear on, is this what I want? Is this what I want to feel? Is this what I want to think? Is this what I want to create? If you're in a space where it's challenging for you to speak and create what you want, write it out, draw it out. Just imagine. Talk to animals. Talk to yourself if you want to. Or even sometimes I go out and I talk to nature or trees. I really like nature, by the way. You'll kind of get that if you watch me more. I will talk about nature a lot. So yeah, just be aware that you have the power to charm anything and create anything and bring it into existence. All right? Additionally, yeah, you know what? The world is your playground. You are a charming and adventurous soul to your core, who you are, and you have not necessarily been living like that lately. So you get to bring it all back. You're bringing charming back. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyways, the last card that you got, what else Spirit wants you to know, is for you to bring love into your situation. Actually, that is in inverse, okay? So what else Spirit wants you to know is that, okay, there are some things in your life that you're really not loved lately, and that's okay. So you can, basically the message is, anything that you're observing that you don't love, you don't need to focus on that right now. Okay, you can observe it and be okay, great, that's something that I want to transform or shift. I don't love that. There's something going on in my life that I don't love. In fact, some of you guys watching this, there are some things in your life that you absolutely can't stand. Okay, that's totally fine. Because you're going to be bringing love into your situation regardless. It doesn't matter what area of life you bring love into. Anything that's important to you, anything that feels good. And tell the story, though, of how you can imagine it would be. Sometimes when you're in this state where you absolutely can't stand something, it's tough to even imagine that there could be love and affinity in that space. If there's a relationship that you're dealing with that's really unpleasant for you, sometimes it's incredibly difficult to imagine what it would be like to actually have some kind of love, or even any kind of like peace or joy or any kind of friendship or any kind of like tolerance even with those people, those things in your life, right? It doesn't have to be people, it could be things. But it's like sometimes it's incredibly hard for you to imagine that. So Spirit wants you to know that today you're not supposed to focus on that. You can see it. Like, it's not saying like completely like it might be rude depending on the situation to just pretend something doesn't exist, but it's like, you know, do what you've got to do. Say something that's like, don't get stuck up in anybody's drama. Okay. Say whatever is going to be like simple for you to just like move through the situation, go back to telling the story you want it to be. Surround yourself with people and things that you enjoy, okay? And start creating that story from like this blissful place, all right? This energy is going to start to shift other areas. And over time, it's going to shift even your most difficult areas. So it doesn't matter where your most difficult areas are. You just need to bring love into your situation, and it's going to transform and shift things around. Okay? So, yeah, you know what? It's amazing. You've got the world at your fingertips today. Yeah, and you don't have to be stuck. Just keep creating from what you want and what brings you joy and satisfaction. All right? That is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and give it a big thumbs up. That really helps the channel, helps the algorithm. Share it with your friends. If you think there's somebody who would enjoy my daily 3-card reads, feel free to introduce them to the channel as well. Because frankly, I love to get up and have these channel messages. And when I tune into my energy, even though I'm the one who does the readings, a lot of these readings aren't for me. But when I come in for the readings, I always get great messages for myself. So yeah, hope they help you and have an amazing day. Thanks. See you in another video. Bye.